Hey there friends, it's Melanie and welcome back to my YouTube channel. I am super excited to share with you guys today my trip to the Junk Ranch. If you're not familiar with the Junk Ranch, it's an event that happens in Prairie Grove, Arkansas. It's a field full of junk. It's awesome and so much fun. I'm meeting some friends here. We're about to go in. So follow along with me and you can get to do a little bit of virtual junking. Let's go. Some of my favorite vendors are right in front when you first enter Junk Ranch, and pretty soon I found something that I was already excited about. I love vintage art and there were some great prices in this pile right here, but it was this print in particular that caught my eye and that I did take home with me. And I found a couple Last Supper pictures. I'll tell you guys a little bit more about those later. This vintage avocado green glass pitcher was my second purchase. And I just thought these salt and pepper shakers were so cute, especially the little kangaroos with the baby kangaroos. I was really intrigued too by all these old piano keys. Not exactly sure what to do with them, but I thought that they were really cool. I tell you what, if you're in the market for some baskets, then Junk Ranch was the place to look. There were baskets literally everywhere. For sure, the weirdest thing that I saw, can you spot it here on this table, was this J.R. Ewing vintage liquor decanter. So crazy and so fun. Hey, Carol and Tisha, you guys want a J.R. Ewing Dallas decanter? I didn't buy him, but I was totally tempted to. And of course, so much Christmas, so many amazing vintage blow molds, and even though it was warm outside, the Christmas spirit was definitely there at Junk Ranch. Okay, heading into some of the tents, the items got even better. This is where some of the higher end dealers are. And I loved this whole display right here. This whole booth was just incredible. This piece right here really caught my eye. It was out of my budget, but it is an old cigar press box. Y'all, it was so super cool. This little cutie right here, 15 bucks. It's going home with me, 100% for sure. So after wandering around this booth for a little bit, I realized that I knew the owner. Her name is Michelle, and she is a vendor also at the Somewhere in Time Antique Mall where I have my booth space. I want to introduce you guys to her.
Hi, my name is Michelle. I'm with Michelle's Rustic Treasures. This is my 8th time doing Junk Ranch. It's the greatest show around. Come see us today till 5, tomorrow from 9 a.m. to 5.
Awesome. Michelle has some amazing stuff. You guys follow along with her. I'll be sure to link her stuff down in the notes for the video. A few more awesome things that I saw in the tent area. I really love this picnic basket. Check out the cracked paint on that handle. It's just great patina. And then this old little wooden toy car was just completely unique. This was something that I found. I did take it home with me. I got a little bit off the price, but I thought it was just a cute little desk office piece. Okay, heading back outside now and towards the back of Junk Ranch. More awesome finds. So one of the things that I like the most about heading out and doing this is the community. I've already run into like 4 or 5 friends, people that I've just met over the years of having a booth and junking, and it's just fun. It's such a great group of people. I love that there's community in it. You see the same people over and over again, so it's been really fun. This is one of my favorite vendors. They're in kind of the back right corner. I bought something really cool from her last year that I'm going to tell you about a little bit later in this video, but these 2 boxes right here caught my eye when I was in her space. These boxes are totally coming home with me too. It was time to start wandering back up towards the front. There was a vendor at the front that I'd kind of blitzed by that I wanted to go back to. And when I got closer to her space, I spotted these 2 amazing scales, specifically that old brass one. And check out this gorgeous piece that they're on. Guys, I really want this scale. I'm going to ask her if she'll bundle the price together, this one and the other one, see if I can get a better deal. She said yes! Yay! You're coming home with me.
Hi, welcome to Junk Ranch. So I want to show you my favorite piece that I redid for the show. This is an island. It's over 75 years old, and it was in an old sawmill. And then we have completely restored tables and all kinds of fun stuff. We got rained on, but this is Junk Ranch, and she just scored some amazing pieces. She got 2 scales. Gorgeous pieces.
I did. They're so awesome. I love them.
And yeah, we just
all right. Tell us who you are on Instagram. And
I am Jane Restored, and I'm on Instagram, and my name is Sarah Jane.
Awesome. We will be sure to link that down in the description of the video. Hey, you guys see these down here? That's one of my customers. Those are made with some of my transfers. Aren't they awesome? Okay, so on my way back out, remember those Last Supper pictures I showed you earlier? Well, I collect Last Supper prints, and I decided to go back to that vendor and grab one of them that she had, and I want to introduce you to her too.
Hi, I'm Angela Vanders with Cleo and Blanche, and we're here from Georgia.
Woo!
And we travel in our RV, and we do antique shows, and we sell junk so we can travel, and we travel so we can sell junk. So, yeah, follow me on Instagram and Etsy, Cleo and Blanche.
Awesome.
Go Junk Ranch.
Yeah, thank you. Okay guys, I've had an amazing time. It's starting to drizzle a little bit and I'm running low on cash, so I'm gonna go ahead and head out, but I met some awesome people. I found some great finds, including a new Last Supper picture for my collection, which I'll show you guys when I get home, and we'll walk through all this stuff a little bit more in detail. Okay, who wants to see a little closer up our junk ranch finds? Okay, so I'm gonna walk through these with you guys. Some of it you saw on camera, a few things I didn't show you on camera, but junk ranch really is a super fun show. And the first time I ever heard of it wasn't until we moved here, which was in 2019. I hadn't heard of it before then, but it's been around a couple more years, longer than that. If you're anywhere in this region, again, I'm in Northwest Arkansas, it's worth a travel trip, it's worth a drive. The whole area is just beautiful, great show, and there's lots of other fun antique stores in downtown Prairie Grove, Arkansas also. But I wanna show you guys what I found. I think just about everything is going up to my antique booth at Somewhere in Time Antique Mall. There is two things I'm gonna keep. Pretty much everything else is gonna go up there. Some stuff I may hold on to for a live sale. I do those on my Facebook page, but right now my booth needs some items. This is a really big week at the mall where I sell. There's another craft fair coming this week, and from what I hear, everybody shops the craft fair and then goes and shops the antique mall. So I've got to get my booth stocked up, so that's kind of where these finds are gonna go, okay? All right, so let's get started. Okay, this was something that I found. It was from a vendor called Your Grandma's Closet, which I just think is so cute. And she had, you know, these little old postcards or old pictures for her tags, but it's just a little old, you know, memo, just a little, you know, kind of memo roll. But I liked the detail right here. It's cute. You know, looking at it, like it looks like something that was maybe purchased as a souvenir from, you know, some little general store place. But she had 8 on it. She gave it to me. I asked her if she could do any better. I did it for 6. But it would be a cute piece for the kitchen or for a vintage office on a shelf. I liked it. I liked the warm wood tone on it. And I thought it was a cute find. All right, I'm always on the hunt for tins. I found 2 great tins. This one is an English tin. Nice little size, probably a tea tin. It's not marked. Well, I could probably do a little bit more research on it. It's a little rusty, so it's not gonna be, well, actually it's not that bad on the inside, but the colors on it are great. It's that blue and gold, and it's got these, you know, this guy and his lady hanging out in the countryside. But it was $1. So it's great tin. Vintage tins are always good sellers for me. And then another tin that I grabbed, and it was funny, I bought this and then I wound up seeing a whole bunch more of them. But this one is Texas. So it's Texas and the Blue Bonnets. You guys know I used to live in Texas. And it's all this Texas history here around the edge. So, you know, Texas people love their Texas memorabilia. And so this tin, let's see, it was $2 for this tin. I'll probably hold on to this for my live sale because I know I've got some Texas people in my live sale. It is filled with sewing motions. I'll probably dump the majority of this out. It looks like mostly trash in there, but $2, nice tin, good little patina, fun subject matter. I think it'll be a good seller. Okay, another small find. It's just this cute little painted dog. I've shown you guys little dogs before. Every single little dog that I've bought, I've sold. This guy was $3. He's got a little bit of wear right there on, I don't know if that's the newspaper that he's holding. A little bit of wear around the rest of him. So, you know, he's probably gonna be no more than a $6 price on him, but cute little piece. These things sell so easy for me. Okay, from the same vendor, I bought this avocado green vintage glass pitcher. It's a nice size, really good size, and it's got these kind of oval bubbles on it. Just a cool piece. I'm still selling these vintage pitchers. They're selling really well. This was in great shape. That avocado green is trendy right now. Remember that boho mid-century decor, and this was an $8 pitcher. Can for sure double my price on that. Okay, another little quirky find is this carved dolphin. So it's just a, you know, a little desk piece or a shelf piece he balances. It does kind of rotate around. It looks, honestly, kind of tramp artish, like it looks handmade. But he's just kind of fun. He was $1. So quirky piece for $1. Y'all just look for things that are different that you're not finding other places. And somebody who's looking for, you know, just some interesting shelf decor. This is kind of masculine, something for their coffee table. This is going to be just a cool piece. And it's just neat kind of how it balances out like that. Okay, another cool piece, and this was from Michelle that I showed you guys in the video, who's also another vendor at Somewhere in Time. I just love this. It's just this little kid's adding toy, but you know, it stands up like this. It's got the stickers worn. I just love it though. I love the worn, all the different primary colors on it and kind of the worn paint. It is just so cute. So anybody that's looking to decorate a nursery with a vintage toy theme, this is going to be a great piece. You could totally hang it on the wall if you wanted to, or like I said, it's got the stand. She gave it to me for $15, which, you know, she made some money on it. I wish I could have found it wherever she found it because she paid less than $15. But $15, there's still some money, I think, that I can make on this to the right seller. To the right buyer, excuse me, because it's just, I don't know, it's unique. I loved it. I grabbed it from her. I think it's super cool. Okay, this book was an awesome find. This is a big book all about American painters, and it's got, you know, it's definitely got some wear here, but it has that really great old typography. Look at how pretty that is on there. Flip through, there's lots of art. Now, the binding isn't in awesome shape, and so you do have to be a little bit gentle with it, but it's a great coffee table book for anybody that's doing vintage books. I paid $3 for it, so great find. I think for sure I can sell it at least for $10. All right, these, I'm not completely sure what they are, but I loved them and they were a great price. So I grabbed both of them from the same vendor. They're just these worn little black painted boxes. They were $5 a piece. So there's one. This one's got all these holes in it. And then here's the second one. It's a little bit bigger. A few holes in it here. A hole in it here. We did figure out that you could unscrew them, unscrew the lid, and they're really dirty. They're really dirty on the inside. That's funny, the vendor couldn't figure out how to open them, and so she hadn't opened them and cleaned them, and then I kind of was messing with them and figured out you could screw the lid. This one has, I don't know if I'm gonna be able to get it open for you guys. Yeah. It's got a little bit of writing on the inside. I'm gonna think that it has some sort of electrical, you know, kind of old electrical use. Yeah, because the writing on there is talking about connections to jacks and with all those different hole, like some little maybe circuit board type thing. I don't know. But for $5, great patina, awesome black paint, would look really cute, Halloween decor, you know, pop it open with some spooky old pictures in it, stick some bats, some cobwebs, and then they can also be year-round decor. They stack well together, great shelf pieces, $10 for the pair. I love them. And then that same vendor, now this is not a Junk Ranch find this time I went, but I want to show it to you guys anyway, because I got it from the same vendor that I bought those boxes from. And that's a tip. If you find a vendor that you like, grab their card, follow them, remember them. They're usually set up in the same place each year. So I made sure to find her because I bought this from her last Junk Ranch, and it's one of my favorite things that I found. Look at this. It is a paint by number seascape under glass in this gorgeous gold frame. You guys see how big this is? So she sold this to me last year for $20. That is a steal, and it is on my mantle. I love it. It matches with my living room decor perfectly. And so when I actually found her, I said, hey, you remember that paint by number seascape? She's like, oh my gosh, I totally do. So she's the same one that sold me those boxes. She's got great prices. And I love this, and I get so many compliments on it. So I bought that from her last year. I just thought you guys would like to see it because it's just so pretty. I think I've shown it before in some photos, but I wanted to show it to you again here on the video. Okay, speaking of prints, I'm a sucker for vintage prints when I can find them. I love using them in my own home. And so this one I do think I'm gonna keep. This was actually the first thing I bought. It's this really beautiful seascape, another one. And this was $12. The frame has got this pretty gold and kind of deep teal trim. Under glass, it's also gonna go in my living room. Y'all, I'm starting to run out of wall space because I just love this old art so much. But 12 bucks, if I could definitely double my money selling it, but this one's I'm gonna keep and it's gonna go in my living room. All right, sticking on the art theme. So you may know that I collect Last Supper pictures. I've got 2 back there. I have 7 more in my hallway, plus I think 1, 2, 3 that aren't pictures. They're like plates or carvings or whatever. So I'm always on the hunt for a good Last Supper print that's different than what I already have. And so this, I saw it and then I went back. And Angela that I introduced you to, who's from Georgia, she sold it to me. She gave me a great price. She had it for $26. She gave it to me for $20, but it's in great condition. The frame is in great condition. It's a little bit different than the others that I have, a little bit different size. So I've got to kind of play Tetris jigsaw with it in the hallway and find a place for it. But I love it. It's a great addition to my collection. I do have a paint by number Last Supper that I found at Junk Ranch last year at the same time that I found that other gorgeous paint by number. So Junk Ranch has been good to me when finding Last Supper prints. This one I love, and I love meeting Angela, and I am so thankful that she gave me a great deal on it. Okay, the last 2 things I want to show you. You guys saw a little bit of this in the video, but I scored 2 great scales, and I bundled them together and got a discount on the 2 of them. So the first one is going to go up for resale at the booth. It's just a white vintage scale. Now I know scales aren't quite as popular as they once were, but they're still selling, especially if you can get a good price. And I wound up getting this one for 20 bucks, which is a great price on a scale. Gosh, you used to be able to find them for so cheap, and then the price has just gone up and up. So 20 bucks I thought was still a great piece for my booth. The paint on the side's in pretty good shape. The front's a little rough, the top's a little rough, but a good white scale, I feel pretty confident that I can sell this. Now, this was the piece that I really had my eye on though, and that I wanted to bundle, and this one I am keeping for myself. And it is, oh gosh, y'all, it's heavy. This is this beautiful vintage brass scale. Okay, you guys see it? It's gorgeous. Oh my gosh, and it is so heavy. Now, I don't quite know the story of it. The needle is missing, and so I don't know. It says merchandise and printed matter, books, catalogs, newspapers. I don't know. I don't know if it was a postal scale. I'm not completely sure. The lady that I bought it from said she got it from Chicago, and then she had it in her own home for a while. So she had 45 on it. I got it for 40. I got 5 off of each of the scales when I asked her if she would do a deal with them together. And this one is gonna go sitting probably on a shelf in my living room. I have a spot on an entry cabinet. I've got a little faux potted plant that I'm gonna sit on it. I just love it. I love this warm vintage gold brass. I gotta set it down, y'all, because it's super heavy. Okay, so those are my Junk Ranch finds. I hope you had fun doing a little virtual shopping with me. And I gotta get everything wiped down, cleaned off, tagged up. I'm headed up to the booth tomorrow to get it stocked for the week. But thanks so much for joining me. I hope that you had fun visiting Junk Ranch with me. I hope you get to come sometime. Or, you know, it is flea market season. So if you've got some flea markets out where you are, I hope you get to go junking soon and have so much fun doing it. Thanks for joining me. You want to check out our other thrift haul videos. There's a whole playlist. We've got several of them on there and more coming. Please do subscribe to our channel. Drop me a like for the video. Comment, ask any questions you want. Let me know what your favorite find was, and I'll see you guys again soon.